everyone, my name is Khaja Ahmed Ali Khan. I'm from CC Year 2 and I'm going to show you my app 1 Mood Blender. Mood Blender is a creative calculator application that I developed in Android Studio using Kotlin as my part of my project collection assessment. The app is designed around the idea that emotions are complex and often exist together rather than individually. Instead of calculating numbers like a traditional calculator, Mood Blender allows user to select different emotions from a grid of mood buttons and combine them to create a visual and poetic emotional output. Let me show you one example. I'm choosing joy, rage, and pride. Okay, I'm going to blend this. Sunlight splits through an open door. Thunder cracks across an ember. You stood up when standing was enough. It will give you a poem like this. Each mood in the application has its own color identity and original line of poetry, which helps create a more artistic and expressive experience for the user. When moods are selected, they appear in the display bar at the top of the screen functioning similarity to how number appear on a normal calculator display. Once the user presses the blend button, the app calculates a blended color by averaging the RGB value of the selected moods and then display the combined poetry lines in the result area. This creates a unique emotional composition every time the user interacts with the app. The concept behind Mood Blender came from the observation that people rarely feel only one emotion at a time. For example, someone may feel hopeful and nervous simultaneously or calm while also feeling slightly sad. I wanted to create an application that represented emotion in a creative and visually engaging way rather than reducing them to simple labels or categories. The interface was designed to be clean, minimal, and easy to understand so users could immediately begin interacting with the app without confusion. The mood buttons are arranged in a structural grid layout similar to calculator keypad, helping the application maintain the appearance and interaction style of a calculator while still being completely creative and non-numerical in its purpose. The app includes 12 different moods, each with carefully selected colors intended to match emotional associations that users would not naturally recognize. Warm colors such as gold and orange are used for positive emotions like joy and excitement, while darker tones such as purple and deep blue are used for emotional like fear and sadness. These color choices are important because they strengthen the emotional atmosphere of the app and make the blending effect more meaningful when multiple emotions are combined together. One of the most important features of the app is the model information screen, which was included to satisfy the assessment required for an informative pop-up view. Instead of using a simple alert dialog, I implemented a bottom sheet dialog fragment so the information panel slides smoothly from the bottom of the screen in a modern Android style. This model explains how the application works, including how to select moods, blend emotion, and reset the interface. Using a bottom sheet also improves the user experience because it feels more natural and professional compared to older dialog box styles. Another important design decision was generating the mood buttons dynamically in Kotlin rather than creating every button mutually in the XML layout. Each mood is stored as a data object containing the mood name, color value, and poetry line. This approach keeps the code cleaner, more scalable, and easier to maintain because adding a new mood only requires adding another object to the data list instead of redesigning the interface. The color blending system itself was implemented by averaging the red, green, and blue color channels independently, which create visually smooth blended colors that represent combination of emotional states. I found this approach effective because the resulting colors often feel emotionally accurate and expressive rather than random. During development, I focus heavily on making the app visually appealing while also ensuring that it remains functionally and responsive. I tested different colors, palettes, button arrangement, and text layouts to ensure readability and consistency across devices. I also experimented with multiple poetry styles before deciding on short image-based poetic lines because they create a stronger emotional impact while remaining conscious enough to fit clearly within the interface. One challenging dur- One challenge during in development was balancing creativity with usability. I wanted the app to feel artistic and unique, but I also needed to ensure that users could understand the interaction system immediately without needing extensive instruction. This is why I keep the interface structure similar to a traditional calculator while changing the purpose of the calculation itself. I believe the strongest aspect of Mood Blender is its originality because it transform a standard calculator concept into something emotional and creative while still remaining simple and interactive. If I were to continue developing the app in the future, I would add animated transitions between blended colors, prevent duplicate mood selection, and possibly introduce AI generated poetry so the output becomes even more dynamic and personalized. Overall, Mood Blender successfully meets all the assigned requirements while also demonstrating creativity, technical development skills, user interface design, and artistic experimentation within a mobile application environment. Thank you. Ahmed Ali Khan, I'm from CC Year 2, and this is my walkthrough for App 2 Dream Journal. This is my this is a multi-view Android application developed in Android Studio using Kotlin as part of my project collection assessment. Dream Journal is designed to help users quickly capture dreams before they fade from memory after waking up. The app provides a calm and minimal interface with four main screens accessible through a bottom navigation bar. Right journal settings and info. The entire design uses a dark midnight blue theme with soft lavender text colors to create a nighttime atmosphere that feels comfortable to use in low lights condition. On the right screen, users can enter a dream title and detailed description before saving it. Once the Save Dream button is pressed, the entry is stored using Android Shared Preferences system and feels clear automatically for the next dream entry. The journal screen displays all saved dreams in a scrollable recycler view layout, where each dream appears as a style card containing the title and a short preview of the content. The settings screen demonstrates persistent storage by allowing users to save their name and select a preferred color theme. When the users enter their name and presses save settings, the app stores the information permanently using shared preferences. And the greeting on the right screen updates automatically even after closing and reopening the app. The save name remains visible, proving that the data persists between sections. The info screen contains instruction explaining how the application works. And how each tab should be used, all displayed within a scroll view to ensure accessibility across different screen sizes. Technically, the app uses a fragment-based architecture with a bottom navigation view and a single activity container, making navigation smooth and consistent across all screens. Overall, Dream Journal successfully meets the assignment requirement by implementing multiple views, persistent storage, and a dedicated information screen. Custom visual styling and a user-friendly interface focus on a unique concept. Thank you.